corruption. We are here because the future we intend to build rests on protecting our youth, who are the heartbeat of our nation and the drivers of innovation that we are seeking to compete with globally. We commend the EFCC for remaining a moral compass, persistently rousing the nation's conscience. Whether combating corruption or addressing the escalating contagion of cyber crimes, the EFCC has been vocal through its actions, telling the world that Nigeria is neither complicit nor complacent in confronting the menace of corruption. Over the decades, Nigerians have been victims of mislabeling. Such broad misrepresentation fails to reflect the true essence of our diverse and resilient nation of 226 million people, with the most thriving immigrant community in the United States are the Nigerian Americans, 60% of whom have gone to college. The association of internet crimes with the entire Nigerian populace lacks statistical evidence and does not align with the sociology of everyday Nigerians. Our nation comprises hardworking, honest citizens who contribute significantly to various fields globally, from medicine to artificial intelligence. While we reject blanket stereotyping that undermines the majority of holding principles of integrity and diligence, we must face the fact that we function in an interconnected world, where cyber crimes have evolved into a global phenomenon. This poses a threat not only to our nation, but to the entire world. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the real-time nature of the internet underscores the urgency of addressing this menace comprehensively. To neutralize this threat, it is crucial to assure the EFCC of the government's support in its quest to combat these digital offenses. I want to reassure the audience of Ife that Pastor Ola Olukoyede doesn't need prayer warriors to protect him from the government. We must recognize that the Commission's helpful effort to bring fraudsters to book are imperative for the overall well-being of our society. The government is aware that our ambitious goal of eradicating internet offenses and corruption demands an atmosphere steeped in trust and integrity. We must foster open communication channels and ensure that law enforcement actions align with justice and accountability. We must always remind our young people that abundant opportunities for local enterprises exist within and beyond our shores. In line with this commitment, steps have been taken to establish the Students' Bank, addressing the financial needs of our students. This initiative aims not only to alleviate financial burdens, but also to disincentivize criminality by offering a tangible alternative. Our message to the youth is clear. The horizon is wide, and opportunities abound across various sectors. Seize these prospects, embark on local enterprises, and let your talent shine. The government encourages you to leverage these opportunities, exhibit your capabilities across all sectors, and contribute to the prosperity of our great nation. The IDAS program is a case in point. $618 million of intervention by the federal government towards creating jobs for the youth in the digital economy. The commendable efforts put forth by the EFCC through the interfaith and toll risk assessment projects are crucial steps towards achieving success in our battle against corruption. This initiative recognizes the potential of religion as a tool for ethical reformation and underscores the importance of engaging diverse faith communities in our fight against corruption. Simultaneously, this initiative addresses vulnerabilities within government agencies and acknowledges the critical need to fortify these institutions against corrupt practices. Our nation is deeply rooted in religious values, and it is crucial to acknowledge that both Christianity and Islam vehemently condemn religion. With these profound teachings in mind, I urge our revered religious leaders to demonstrate a pillar of guidance. There was one philosopher who said, what you are is so loud that you don't have to talk. And Goethe, the German philosopher, once said that let every man sweep the front of his own door and the whole world will be clean. The ancestor of His Eminence the Sultan of Sokoto, Othman Dapodio, said, a society can thrive on unbelief, but no society can thrive on injustice.
Yeah.
We have to improve on the quality of governance in our enlightened self-interest if we want to live in this portion of the world. At the risk of sounding repetitive, wherever Nigeria goes, that's where Africa goes. 1 out of every 4 black men is a Nigerian. By 2035, by 2050, Nigeria will be the 3rd most populous nation on earth, with a population of 440 million. We are going to surpass the United States. But what are we going to do with this anticipated demographic bulge? We can turn it into demographic dividends, or it will be the demographic disaster that will consume all of us. We are the elites. We are the leaders of this nation. It is not only disheartening and disenchanting, but stultifying and heartbreaking that yesterday when the Naira plummeted to 1,500 to the dollar, instead of us to coalesce into a single force and salvage our nation's economy, sadly, some clowns are celebrating on Twitter about impending implosion of the Nigerian economy. I told a delegation of some Western diplomats when I was the governor, just 2 million Syrians, Arabic-speaking Syrians, knocking on the doors of Europe, and they forced Brexit. They led to the emergence of Donald Trump in America. If Nigeria is to implode, and by the grace of God, like the bird phoenix, we shall rise from the ashes of defeat. 50 million Nigerians, they will not go through Libya on some rickety boats. They will cross into Europe and invade Europe through Morocco. This is why it's in the interest of the world, it's in the interest of Africa, for Nigeria to thrive, for Nigeria to prosper. And the trajectory of global growth is based in Africa, and Nigeria will make or mar that transition. By 2035, there will be 65 million global talent deficit. The United States will suffer from 6 million talent deficit in the digital space. Russia, Brazil will all suffer from 6 million talent deficit. India, the global outsourcing capital of the world, will only have 1 million surplus. But here we are, a nation of 226 million people. The average age of the Nigerian nation is 19. We have the opportunity of transforming our youth voice into demographic dividends. India in this year, 2027, is expected to earn $100 billion from outsourcing alone. How much did we ever earn from oil? The highest we have ever earned, which can be attested to by the Minister of Economic Planning, a very brilliant person. The highest we had ever earned from oil profits was $35 billion during the era of President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. So opportunities abound for our nations to prosper. I urge our leaders, especially the Sultan of Sokoto and the Odio people, and the president of Khan. The Sultan and the Oni are permanent fixtures at all functions. We need to commend them. We need to thank them for identifying with the Nigerian nation. We are closer to Europe than India. There are more English-speaking people in Nigeria than in India. And with all modesty, I'm not a racist, but I know my English intonation is better than that of the Indian variety.
It's very true.
So when I was governor in Borno, there was one person, two people, who were permanent fixtures in all committees that has to do with accountability. Any verification exercise, there were two people who were permanent fixtures. Both of them are now retired permanent secretaries. One of them was Justice Zari, a Christian from Boda local government area of Borno State. The other person was Darame Lungus. They do not wear their religious badges like a badge of honor. Justice was a very pious Christian who had internalized the Christian faith. But unfortunately, for me as a person, the moment you come clasping HSB, blah, blah, I will be on my guard. I'm very suspicious of people putting on religiosity on the front burner. We have God on our lips and devil in our hearts. We need to imbibe the teachings of Islam and Christianity that teaches tolerance, that teaches justice, that teaches equity. So Pastor Olukoyede, you are a religious man. Please try and salvage our religious leaders and religious institutions. One person that I'm always embarrassing him at all public functions is Isaac Oluyede, the registrar of JAM. For over 40 years, the highest that JAM had cumulatively sent to the federal account was less than $100 million. Ishaq Oluyede took charge and remitted over 50 billion naira to the coffers of the government. He has redefined the meaning and concept of modern leadership. He's a study in foreign. He's a profile in foreign. He has automated the operations of the JAM. Stand up for the commission, but sit down. And this is exactly what the current CG of Customs is doing, automating the system and increasing the revenue profile of the nation. Finally, I want to reassert, Your Excellencies, Your Eminences, ladies and gentlemen, what binds us together supersedes whatever that divides us. Let us unite as a people to face our common challenges. Here in our midst, some of our best friends, some of our greatest benefactors in life do not share the same faith with us. Neither do they speak the same language with us. It's the humanity in us that counts much more than our differences. I extend my commendation to the EFCC chairman for the insightful conception of the Proud Risk Assessment Project led for MDS. As custodians of public trust, I urge all heads of MDS to collaborate with the EFCC in this crucial effort. The goal is clear: to streamline governance processes, fortify against malfeasance, and ensure the judicious use of government resources for the benefit of our citizens. Again, I extend heartfelt congratulations to the EFCC and all stakeholders involved in this anti-corruption project. I express, on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, sincere appreciation to all religious leaders, traditional rulers, and heads of government institution present, acknowledging that Nigeria is our shared patrimony. Thank you, and God bless.
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.